AR 1822 is a county resurfacing project in Yuba City that includes much more than merely providing driving service maintenance on Olive Boulevard. The project spans 7/10 of a mile from Ferguson Avenue to just west of Skinker in the city of St. Louis. St. Louis County has enlisted the design services of H.R. Green to bring this project to reality. We will detail some key points of this project. However, the entire concept strip map shown is available on the county website. We will provide links at the end of this presentation. On the west end, Ferguson Avenue, in addition to the new driving surface, Olive will begin a revised striping pattern. Through detailed investigation, we have determined that vehicular traffic can be served by one through lane in each direction. There will be a merge condition introduced for eastbound traffic as they clear the Ferguson intersection. Similarly, at the east end, Skinker, westbound traffic will also be striped with one through lane. This will not require a merge of lanes, simply a conversion of the current free southbound right from Skinker to a yield condition. The changes described at both ends of the project allow us to change some existing problematic configurations throughout the corridor. Very poor pavement conditions will be addressed as with any resurfacing project. The existing 4 lanes, 2 through in each direction, lead to weaving, passing, and speeding. No dedicated turn lanes can result in last-minute lane changes and/or rear-end crashes. And there is no real dedicated space for other modes of travel, such as biking. The proposed alleviates these concerns. On the new surface, we will stripe for 1 lane in each direction for vehicles, dedicated to a left turn lane to give turning motorists a place to sit safely and wait for gaps, and dedicated bike lanes. Within this project sits the signalized intersection of Kingsland Avenue with some poor existing conditions of its own. An old design that appears to be the realignment of 2 offset T intersections, done so for the ease of signalization. By current standards, the layout is not very pedestrian friendly. Walkers crossing from the corners to the islands travel with their backs squarely to oncoming traffic and near moving traffic that may or may not be turning. Those same islands and right turn pavement are also an impediment to truck movements with very sharp turns. The 4-lane section previously mentioned carries through the intersection, again leaving no space for left turners to patiently wait, they block through traffic and create the same hazards mentioned previously. Finally, the same analysis that revealed the number of through vehicular lanes on Olive in general were excessive showed that through lanes on Kingsland could also be reduced without undue vehicular delay. A reimagining of the intersection function overall allows us to convert outside lanes on Kingsland to dedicated right turn lanes, modernize the island design, moving the pedestrian crossings away from the through traffic and giving them at least some angle to turn and see what oncoming motorists are doing. We will be adding truck aprons, as seen in red, on the inside of those right turns to provide a hard surface for large vehicle maneuvers while keeping the turn slower for the average vehicle. And to ensure all users know what is expected of them, replace all signal equipment, including providing accessible pedestrian push buttons and countdown timers on the walk indications. County will be finalizing the design and approaching property owners over the next year and a half, and hopefully we'll be constructing the $1.7 million worth of improvements in 2025. We should note that the anticipated property acquisition will be minimal. In addition to the Olive Boulevard project, we have several other projects in various stages of design planned for the area. two of which are Vernon and Kingsland. In partnership with GRG, County will be providing a significant portion of the long-awaited Centennial Greenway westward expansion. We will be maximizing use of the existing right-of-way with curb relocation and striping changes that will provide space for the trail and minimize property impact. On Kingsland, while full bike accommodations were not feasible to Delmar due to on-street parking needs, bike lanes will be made available to connect Olive to Metcalf Park as a result of all three projects. The Olive Boulevard project progress, along with most St. Louis County projects, including both Vernon and Kingsland, can be followed on our website using the link seen. These include improvements for North and South, Midland, and Hanley. Please enter any questions you may have in the chat and we will do our best to answer. If you think of a question later, feel free to contact the local county area engineer, Mr. Ray Gawlick, professional engineer, at 314-615-8592 or the email address listed.